Thank you for coming today to share your oral history of your recollections of your experiences while a student here at Chestnut Grove Elementary School. This project is being funded by the Conservation Fund. To get started, would you please state your name and the schools that you have attended?
My name is Valeria Campbell. I attended Chestnut Grove Elementary School. I attended Unity High School, and I attended Livingstone College, and I took some further courses at Temple University.
Thank you very much. Do you have any special memories of teachers or things you reflect on today from your time at Chestnut Grove Elementary?
Special memories. Um, hmm, that word special. Um,
Maybe you could share about who the principal was at the time you were there.
the principal was my father. His name was Junius Campbell. That was his first experience being a principal of a school. Uh, it was a unique situation. We had a lady who had been the Gene supervisor of black schools in Statesville. Her name was Mary Charleston Holiday. Quite a, she was just a wonderful woman. She did so much for black education in Iredell County. She was slipping into dementia. At that time, the superintendent was a man named Mr. S.H. Helton, who had such great respect for Miss Holliday as she deserved. He saw she was slipping into dementia. She had 1 year left that so that she could before she could retire and get full pension for the work that she had done. But the dementia was there. So Mr. Helton came up with a plan. We can't knock her all the way down to a teacher because she has been supervisor of schools. So we'll make her the principal of the smallest black school in the county, which was Chestnut Grove. So in name, Miss Mary Charleston Holiday was the principal of the school. My dad, coming out of college, ready to go, Mr. Helton said, I'll tell you what, if you will do the job of principal with her having the title and the pay, because we can't let her title go down that far, but you will do the job as the principal. It will be kind of the training ground for you. The next year, you will take over the principalship. My dad made that deal, and that's what happened.
Hey, that's really great. Do you have any special memories of any teachers from that same time period?
Mm. Um, I remember Miss Merle Houston. Um, she later on got married, but I can't remember her married name. But she was young, and I remember that she always would literally get out and play with the people in the kids in the classes and whatever games we were playing, whatever, she was out there with us. She would play with us. And I do remember that. I think she was the only teacher who was that active with the children. Uh, so.
Can you tell me about a typical day at the Rosenwald School, Chestnut Grove Elementary?
Oh, well, in the morning we always had devotion, and we said the Pledge of Allegiance. We said a prayer, um, and I can't remember a lot more about that, but I remember devotion with Pledge of Allegiance and prayer.
Okay. And what subjects were you taught while you were there?
Oh, English, of course. We called it arithmetic in elementary school, but math courses. We had geography. Um, I think we had some history. Um, I'm trying to think. Math, geography, English, of course. Why, how could I forget that? Yeah, of course.
Uh, so, what was your path after leaving Chestnut Grove Elementary, after you graduated from Livingstone?
I graduated from Livingstone. Uh, I went, I left home 2 weeks after I graduated from school. I went to Philadelphia, and I wasn't finding a job real easy. So I went to the telephone company, and I said I left out something. I went to Greensboro, North Carolina first, and went to work at the telephone company there. Every place I went, they told me, well, you're overqualified for the job, but they weren't going to let me get anything higher. And so I went to the telephone company, told me the same story. I said, look, if I'm overqualified, I'm qualified. I said, my daddy has taken care of me all these years. I'm not writing him for money. I need you to give me a job. They did. I stayed there maybe 6 months or something of that sort. Got the experience on the switchboard and whatever. Went to Philadelphia. Walked into the telephone company there while they were on strike. And the lady said, can you work a switchboard? I said, I sure can. I went to work. I crossed the picket line.
Okay, good,
Hmm.
good. So at the time that you were at Chestnut Grove Elementary, you were going to a segregated school. Was there much talk about it, or how did you know that you were going to a segregated school?
Well, we knew we were going to a segregated school. I mean, the white kids rode on a different bus than we did. We knew that our supplies were secondhand. Our books always had their name in it first before we got them. Our desk had their names carved in it sometimes before we got them. So we knew that we were getting secondhand things. Um, it didn't. I mean, we didn't fret about it. We just went ahead and learned. We had wonderful teachers. You know,
Okay. What type of discipline was used at Chestnut Grove Elementary?
my dad had been an army person. He used to walk around with a strap hanging out of the back of his pocket, and he would use it, and they knew it.
Okay.
And I knew it from living with him. So, yeah,
So you didn't have to be disciplined
no,
at school.
no, not at all.
Okay. So what kind of bathroom facilities were there at the time that you were there?
Oh, the bathroom facilities were reasonable. Well, you've seen what's there now.
So they
That
were indoor.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
We did have it. I didn't realize that's what you were asking.
Yes.
Yes, we did have indoor facilities.
Okay. Okay. Do you recall lunchtime when you were at Chestnut Grove Elementary?
Lunchtime was good. Miss Lula Pfeiffer was our cafeteria manager, and she fixed wonderful meals. And she didn't have a staff because there was not money for that. So the kids would fill in for what the staff would help her do. We would help her clean up after everybody had lunch, and we would help her serve the lunches. And so we would work in pairs. Dorothy Woodard, who was Dorothy Pfeiffer then, who was Miss Lulu's granddaughter, Dorothy and I used to work together, and people would pair up and help her serve lunch and clean up afterwards.
Okay. So can you tell me your thoughts about us collecting these oral histories?
I, I think it's wonderful. Um, I'm happy that you all had the idea and are willing to do it, and that you're lending your talents to it. Uh, I don't know if I would have ever had the idea, but if I had, I would have needed guidance putting it together. You all are just doing it. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to share about your experience at Chestnut Grove Elementary for this interview?
Um, I don't think there's anything extraordinary. Um, it was a it was a wonderful experience. The teachers were We knew our teachers cared about us a great deal, and they were good teachers. They made sure that we got all of the basics and all of that. They wanted us to succeed, and we knew that all the time. And we I don't like I said, I don't know if that's extraordinary, but we could see that, we could feel it,